leave a mark. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. He might be it, Yamal! And that is wildly off target.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like...
Could be danger here! Yamal! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! An act of charity gratefully received.
Gol marcado para o Barcelona. Aos 15 minutos do primeiro tempo pelo jogador, camisa 22.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Bruno Fernandes. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Little doubt, that is a foul. Messi has been sent off, just to confirm that, of course, that was his second yellow card. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? And he's got the beating of his man. There's the shot! Alexander-Arnold has got himself a free kick. He knows what's coming, a second yellow, and he's off. The players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. And they are now a 9-man team. Bruno Fernandes. Corinthians couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Yamal! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
It was very much worth a try, and I've...
Oh no, what has happened here? Oh, no question, that's a foul. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Now, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Yamal, challenged just a bit on the firm side. Corinthians have a free kick. And that's going to be a booking. Now, looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. Van Dijk. Rodri. And they're on him in a flash. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Referee has gone straight to his pocket. Yes, a second yellow, and he's off. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Barcelona are now down to 8 following the sending off. Bruno Fernandes. Well, that is one way to stop him. Neymar defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Mbappe.
Oh, great feat, that.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Foul right on the edge of the box, it could go either way here. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. Alexander-Arnold is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. Bruno Fernandes! Oh, the ball's run loose here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Look, the only way of becoming more aware, Peter, is by lifting your head and realising who's where around you.
Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Mbappe. Neymar has given away a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
An uncompromising challenge. Neymar. And that has left him in a heap. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And he has taken a dim view of this, a second yellow, and that means red. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible. Barcelona are going to be forced to play the rest of the game with just 7. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Barcelona ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Caicedo powering forward here. Now it's Foden. Played back in. Real chance! Bruno Fernandes. Here's Rodri. Caicedo goes slut. And we hit half-time. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0. Reflections on the first half?
Barcelona have done extremely well to go in at the break with their lead intact despite the obvious disadvantage. I think energy levels have to be preserved in this second half to prevent fatigue from setting in, so I'd expect a shutting up of the shop to try and kill this game off.
Barcelona having to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And the game has already resumed here.
Barcelona really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Yamal. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Caicedo with the foul. Oh, and he has been sent off, and that can only mean one thing. Well, the law states that once you're down to 6 men, the match cannot be allowed to continue.
Barcelona really couldn't have...
ty hráče. 5, 1. Jde se hrát dál. Já jsem si vyměnil ty hráče. Asi jo. Madrid. No, teď to právě. Reálný Madrid. Kam jdeš? Jo.
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Oyarzábal gets his final warning.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And he's quick to snatch it back. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Who else but Lionel Messi? I don't need to tell anyone what he's capable of. Some critics don't rate him as the best player on the planet. That's because the Argentinian, for me, is on a different planet.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Valverde. He's got away. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Oh, he's been flattened there.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Can he finish? Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Robertson. Van Dijk. Barcelona still without a single shot on target. He's found a way past. Messi. Well, that is one way to stop him. Messi! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
Bastoni. Van Dijk. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Great defending, strong and determined. Somewhat off target. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oyarzábal. Belts one. He's got away with one there. Fagioli. Wriggles his way through. Pinches it off him. Oh, Nicely intercepted. Akanji. Akanji. And it's Son Heung-min. Mbappe does well to get it back. Messi. Mikel Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal! Just too much, fractions.
Oyarzabal probably tried a bit too hard then. He should have relied on technique as opposed to power.
It's an untidy challenge, free kick given. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, he'd used up all his chances, hadn't he, Peter? I mean, he was never going to get away with that one.
Jimenez. Caicedo. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Caicedo. Oyarzabal. Messi charging forward, the ball at his feet. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Oyarzabal, and he's there to make the challenge. Now then, the ball's come loose. Well, that's surely a foul, free kick. And he has taken a dim view of this, a second yellow, and that means red. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Well, they are now a 9-man team. Oyarzabal, and that has left him in a heap. Valverde, and he skips past his man. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Alexander-Arnold, Mikel Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And he has been fouled there, and he has shown him a yellow card. Robertson. And it's Messi. Oh, that's a foul, free kick's been given. No second thought, a straight red card. Barcelona are now down to 8 following the sending off. Caicedo. He's gone for goal! That is decidedly lacking.
A message to the wise, it's probably better to try and get him behind that defence than try that over and over.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Showing great feet there. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Mbappe has been shown a second yellow, just to confirm. He is therefore off.
Well, yet another interception.
It's Son Heung-min! A collective sigh of relief from the... And the referee brings the first half to a close. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. Barcelona head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out. So we're just settling back into this second half. So the first half brought no goals. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Alexander-Arnold. Foden. Alexander-Arnold. Played out to the right. Oyarzabal kept his eye on it, and he's there. Foden with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Decent hit from there. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And no surprise, that's a booking. Oyarzabal. He's going for goal. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Oh, and he has been sent off, and that can only mean one thing.